Dear students, let us summarize our third chapter, force. Then what do you mean by force? Yes, force is that which changes or tends to change the shape, size, volume, state of rest or state of motion of a body. Then what is the unit of force? Yes, the unit of force is Newton and it is indicated by the capital letter N. After that, we studied different types of forces. Which are the different types of forces? Yes, magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force, mechanical force and frictional force. Then after that, we studied what are contact forces and non-contact forces. So what are contact forces? The force applied by the contact between object is contact force, while the force applied on an object without contact on it is called non-contact force. So this part is important. Then after that we studied frictional force. So what is frictional force? Yes, when a body moves or tends to move on the surface of another body, a force is experienced parallel to the surface which opposes the relative motion between them. So this is called friction. So this is the definition of friction. After that we studied different types of friction. So which are the different types of friction? Yes, rolling friction and sliding friction are the two types of friction. Then what is rolling friction? When a body rolls over the surface of another body, the force of friction which originates is called rolling friction. When a body slides on the surface of another body, the force of friction which originates is sliding friction. Rolling friction is less than sliding friction. After that we studied some situations where friction is beneficial and non-beneficial. Then we studied what are the different methods to reduce friction. So which are the different methods to reduce the friction? Yes, streamlining. Streamlining is one of the method to reduce friction. Then what is streamlining? Yes, designing the shape of objects so as to reduce friction is called streamlining. So some objects are designed in particular shape in order to reduce the friction due to air, water. So such are called streamlining. So designing shape of objects so as to reduce the friction is called streamlining. After that we studied lubricants. So what are lubricants? Materials used to reduce friction are called lubricants. Examples to lubricants are oil, grease. Then graphite is a solid lubricant. Then we studied bearings. Bearings also helps to reduce friction. Then polishing the surface. So streamlining, lubricants, bearings, polishing surface helps to reduce the friction. So state the methods adopted to reduce friction. Use lubricants, streamlining, bearings and polish the surface. So these are some of the methods to reduce friction. After that we studied what is thrust and pressure. So what is thrust and pressure? The total normal force experienced by a surface is called thrust. Thrust per unit area is called what? Pressure. So pressure means thrust per unit area and pressure is equal to thrust by area. Then what is the unit of pressure? Newton per meter square, or it is known as Pascal. So the unit of pressure is The unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Then we studied what is the difference between mass and weight. Then what is mass? What is weight? Yes, the weight is the attractive force exerted by the earth on an object is called weight. Weight of an object of mass m kilogram is F is equal to mg, where m is the mass of the object, g is the acceleration due to gravity. After that, we studied the relationship between pressure and area of contact. So when pressure decreases, area of contact increases. So when the area of contact increases, pressure decreases. So both area of contact and pressure are inversely related. If one increases, then another decreases. So when the area decreases, pressure increases. If area increases, then pressure decreases. After that, we studied what is liquid pressure. So what is liquid pressure? Yes, the thrust acting per unit area by a liquid is called liquid pressure, and the liquid pressure increases with increase in height, or the liquid pressure increases with the increase in depth. After that, we studied some factors influencing liquid pressure. So which are the factors influencing liquid pressure? Height of the liquid column and density of the liquid. So whenever the height of the liquid column increases, liquid pressure also increases. Whenever the density of the liquid increases, pressure exerted by the liquid also increases. So here water exerts more liquid pressure than kerosene. What is the reason? Because water has the density of water is more while density of kerosene is less. If the height of the liquid column is h, density of the liquid is d, and if the height of the liquid column is h, density of the liquid is d, and acceleration due to gravity is g, then liquid pressure is equal to P is equal to h dg. So how can we find the liquid pressure? By multiplying height of the column, density of the liquid, and acceleration due to gravity. So what is the value of acceleration due to gravity? It is 9.8 meter per second square. After that, we studied what is atmospheric pressure. So what is atmosphere? Yes, an envelope of air surrounds the earth. This is the earth's atmosphere, and the weight of air column over unit area of the earth's surface is called atmospheric pressure. Then what happens to this atmospheric pressure as we go to higher altitudes? Yes, decreases. So atmospheric pressure decreases as we go up. After that, we studied some situations in daily life where atmospheric pressure is used. So which are those situations? Drinking juice using a straw, pumping of water from well. After that, we studied why astronauts wear specially designed clothes. Then mountaineers climb higher altitudes. There is the possibility of nasal bleeding. Why rubber circles fix on the polished surface? So this part is important. Then we studied the instrument about an instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure, that is barometer. So barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure. And what is the unit of atmospheric pressure? That is bar. After that, we studied the answers to let us assess. So that's all about our third chapter, force.